Hi there. Thank you for taking time to be part of the upcoming improvements at Wilson Creek Park. My name is Aaron Law, and I am a landscape architect with Dunaway Associates. We are a design consulting firm with a focused team dedicated to parks and recreation projects. Our team is excited to partner with the City of Celina on these efforts, including getting your feedback during this stage of the planning process. This presentation will guide you through the planning process at a high level and provide insight to the design team's analysis notes and initial program considerations. Shown here, you will see that we have kicked off Task 1. As part of this step, our team visited the park and spent time evaluating the existing conditions, taking photographs, and noting areas that bring character and life to Wilson Creek Park. These initial assessments are the building block to future design. Our team has also been in discussion with city staff to determine an initial program list of elements that may be included in park upgrades. This is where we could use your help. At the end of this presentation, you will see a link to a brief survey that will be your chance to provide insight on how the park may be developed. This link will remain active until December 30th, and we hope you will take a couple of minutes to complete it. Once the survey is closed, our team will move to Task 2. At this stage, we will test different concept alternatives for park development. These concept alternatives will be packaged into a video presentation like this one and posted online. You will then have another opportunity to fill out a survey and provide feedback. Next, our team will gather the survey results and refine the concepts into one master plan. We will also provide budget projections for expected cost of construction. This slide shows the Wilson Creek Park property and its relationship to its surroundings, most noticeably the downtown Celina area. A series of historic aerials were analyzed, and shown here is a span of 52 years. Throughout this time frame, most of the land has remained unchanged. However, significant additions include Preston Road, large lot residential uses, and the beginnings of some single-family residential neighborhoods. Many items influence the development of Wilson Creek Park, including the previously approved trail and park related master plans. Possibly one of the most significant influences is shown here on the map. With the addition of the future phases of the parks at Wilson Creek and the park itself, once an empty field will soon be surrounded by over 2,000 single-family homes, new roads, and an elementary school. Wilson Creek Park will play a vital role in providing recreational opportunities to these new Celina residents that will live within walking, biking distance to the park. A series of aerial images were taken to get a better view of the site and its adjacencies. This view is looking northwest across the site with the downtown area in the background. Specific features such as existing tree stands, the overhead transmission line corridor, and the future roundabout can also be seen here. Looking west, Old Celina Park and the Preston Road corridor can be seen in the distance. Looking south, many of the existing Celina neighborhoods are shown. This view also shows the overhead transmission line corridor running through the eastern edge of the site. The corridor will be a 100-foot wide edge to the park and will also provide the alignment to the future Roseland Parkway. View to the southeast shows the future alignment of Sunset Boulevard being constructed up to the roundabout. Phase 1 of the parks at Wilson Creek can also be seen in the distance. And lastly, a collection of many of the influences discussed previously overlaid on an aerial looking northeast so you can begin to see how the park will sit within the future development. Viewed from the ground today, the site primarily exists of open plowed fields, large stands of mature trees, the Wilson Creek corridor, as well as other seasonal stream beds. The Wilson Creek corridor contains several significant stands of mature trees. While some of the underbrush is thick in areas, in others, the shaded understory is easily accessible. Our team then took a deeper dive into the features that shape the park and began to dissect the natural and man-made characteristics. Other influences and site features may be discovered as we move forward with the design process. This is a good starting point to better understand the site and its physical components. Items to note are The approximately 40 feet of elevation difference as the site rises from the southwest to the northeast, the 100-year floodplain zones that are present along the Wilson Creek corridor, mainly within the wooded areas. Several quality tree stands have been identified within the wooded tree canopy. The site will be bordered by two significant future roadways. An elementary school is planned at the southeast corner of the park, and two separate trail corridors are conceptually aligned to pass through the site by previous planning studies. Another way to visualize the existing conditions of the site is through this environmental transect. Drawing a line through the site and illustrating it with a view from the side helps us study the topographic changes and natural characteristics of the land. For a thorough understanding of the site's physical features, the design team began to look for opportunities that may be presented as special areas or zones. This map starts to present these character zones as well as connections that have become apparent. Four distinct character zones have been identified so far: the southern arrival, the central field, the eastern edge, and the creek corridor. Now that our team has familiarized itself with the existing site, we can discuss the park program, which is a list of elements that may be integrated into the concept alternatives for park development as a project budget allows. An initial list of these elements is shown here. Specific areas of interest include lighted ball fields, additional sports opportunities that may include cricket, pickleball, disc golf, and basketball, opportunities for destination play features and experiences, pedestrian experiences and connections to the community, opportunities to preserve existing park features for passive recreation and educational activities, various support amenities that may include shade pavilions, restrooms, and picnic shelters. Lastly, ways to express creative displays through art and theming at Wilson Creek Park. Now that you have a glimpse into our first few steps of the design process, we need your feedback. Please follow this link and help our team understand what you would like to see in the future. We appreciate your participation and look forward to taking the next steps for the future of Wilson Creek Park.